Really, when you look at the global economy, growth around the world is disappointing. And why is it disappointing? Well, a lot of it is emanating from China. So the Chinese economy is slowing down significantly. In the 2000s, manufacturing in China was growing at 15, 16, 17% pretty consistently. Now, according to the government data, it's growing about 5 or 6%. So that has had significant ramifications on everything, such as global commodity prices. We've seen the price of oil go from $107 a barrel all the way down to $45 now. We see copper, steel, aluminum really at multi-year lows. And we don't really see a way in which the Chinese government can speed up growth in the near term without creating some type of bubble in the economy. Another issue that's going on right now is we have central banks around the world doing different things to prop up their economies. So in Europe, we see the central bank there lowering interest rates to negative rates. Kind of unprecedented, really. Meanwhile, here in the US, with the economy a little bit better than the rest of the world, the Federal Reserve is on the verge of raising interest rates, possibly as soon as December. And so what that has done is it's created a lot of volatility in currency markets, for example, and we've seen the US dollar strengthen a lot. Now, how that matters for everybody in this room is with the US dollar strengthening, it has reduced competitiveness of US exports. It's also hurt big multinationals such as Eaton Corporation, who report their revenues and profits in US dollars. And in this year alone, Eaton's going to take over $1 billion in hit to revenue just by FX translation alone. So it definitely hurts companies here. Looking around the world in terms of other developed markets, growth is okay in the US in terms of overall economy. We've seen growth at 2.5% in the first 3 quarters, which is okay. It's not great, but we are growing. The European economy, which has been kind of in the doldrums for the last 5 years, is showing some modest activity as well, but it's only coming back slowly. And then other economies that have high commodity exposure, such as Canada, which has the oil sands, the tar sands, and Australia, which supplies a lot of raw materials to China, those economies are definitely weak. Speaking about emerging markets now, in the 2000s, we used to use the acronym BRICS to describe the very high growth, big economies of Brazil, Russia, India, and China. And those economies really were the growth stalwarts of the world for a long time period in the 2000s. Now it's completely different. Brazil is in a severe manufacturing recession. China, we know growth is slow there. Russia, just a sad story, really. I mean, you have Vladimir Putin, who doesn't really seem to care that his economy continues to decline. And Western economies have put major sanctions on Russia, and their economy is definitely hurting. And India is doing a little bit better, but there's still a lot of hope around fixing the government bureaucracy there.